Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Alex and we are finally back on some Gotham Knights. It has been a while. I've been away. Hope you guys had a good Christmas, had a good New Year's, all that good stuff. And I appreciate you guys for all the growth we had in 2022, man. It was pretty dope. We went from like 44 subscribers all the way up to almost 1100. So that's pretty cool to see. Thank you guys, man. Y'all are the best. So with all that being said, let's get into today's video. Now, we haven't heard anything newsworthy wise since, mid-December with the last patch that we got. And that was actually a really well-timed patch, and it actually fixed a lot of the issues that the game had at the time. Like the heroic assault was the only way we could get the end game gear. They opened it up to the open world, so you can farm wherever you want to farm now to get, max level gear. Double thumbs up. That was a super clutch patch, especially for the end of the year where everybody's going to be home on vacation. And that's also probably the biggest reason we haven't heard anything from the development side of the team. They're probably not in the office yet. They probably won't be until maybe next week or maybe even later, depending on how their vacation schedule is. Now, with that being said, the more I play this game, the more I kind of get the feeling that we're not really going to get a whole lot of content for this game, if any. And just for some reference, I've got over 400 hours in this game. I play this game a lot, and it's not even just because I'm making content on it. I actually like the game. I think it's pretty good, but after playing so many hours, there are just some things that stick out in this game that make me worry about any type of future potential for the game. And it's mostly because this game seems to not know what it wants to be, even at the end game. And whenever I play this game, there's always one question I ask myself: what were they building before they decided to scrap it and throw it all back together and make the Gotham Knights game that we have right now? And one feature makes this stand out every time I play the game, and that is the ranged attack on the bat cycle. I have no idea why this is here. They never make us use it in the story mode. They never give us a reason to use it in the open world. It's super awkward, it's super clunky, and there's no real reason that we actually have this ability. It seems like this is something left over from the older version of the game that just doesn't make any sense with what we have right now. And with all that being said, Gotham Knights is a game with a lot of potential. There's so many characters in the DC universe. There's so many other cities we can go to. The options of actual story expansion DLCs or DLC characters for this game are actually limitless. But the big question is, are they gonna allocate resources, people, money, time, all of that stuff to keep this game going? And I do not know, dude. Like, I'm hopeful, but I don't think this game is going to get the support that a lot of us are looking for. It's kind of giving me the same vibe that Outriders gave, like towards the end of his life cycle. They kind of gave us just enough to keep us coming back, and then it just went radio silent. Not saying that this is what Montreal is going to do. I do believe they're going to give us some more heads up of things that may potentially come out, but I know a lot of us are waiting for something like a big DLC, maybe like some Damian Wayne stuff, maybe like some Superboy stuff, but I'm just not very confident that we're going to see any of that, especially after the release of Heroic Assault. This was what kind of, set me on this path that things might not be that great behind the scenes, because Heroic Assault, although it was free, it came, a month after the initial game's release. It was pretty cool to run a couple times, but what it actually did to the ecosystem of the game is it kind of ruined a lot of people's characters. It kind of threw a wrench into how the game actually works. Now, they did fix it with a patch after that to, make the open world able to, compensate for what Heroic Assault actually did. But at the end of the day, after playing Heroic Assault, seeing how they released it, seeing the state that it came out in, seeing what it actually did to the game, it did give me some pause. But on the flip side, it also made a lot of sense. Most games, when they come out, the development team that work on the game releases, they maybe work on a patch or two, and then they move on to new projects. Meanwhile, they leave like a skeleton crew to work on the game, maybe do like some patches, some bug fixes, any type of problems that pop up, after the main team is gone. So unless they got some type of huge roadmap that we don't know about that they're working on behind the scenes, I'm going to say that there's probably just a small group of people still working on Gotham Knights. Now, it would be amazing if they just come out tomorrow, maybe sometime in January, and they just like, hey, look, we got this whole plan for Gotham Knights. I would be ecstatic. But if they don't, it is what it is. I did get a whole 400 hours out of this game, so I would say that I probably got my money's worth and some. but I would really love to see some more DLC for this game. There's so many cool characters, man. There's so many cool, stories they could explore. And on the flip side, there's also nothing wrong with a game that is one and done. I know a lot of us play a lot of live service games. We expect that content to just keep coming, but games that we play once, we beat it, we exhaust all the content, those have their place too, especially because in 2023, there are so many games coming out, almost too many games coming out. So I'm still going to be playing Gotham Knights. I'm still going to be making content on Gotham Knights, still going to be live streaming Gotham Knights. I like the game. It is what it is. But this is definitely one of those games where you just have to make your own fun, and some people are definitely going to enjoy it more than others. And that's all I got for you guys today, man. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that we're going to get some DLC for this game, what kind of updates you think we're going to get in the future, if any. I'm a little skeptical, but my fingers are crossed. I hope we hear something, in the near future. But if not, it is what it is, man. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that shenanigans down below. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.